Namaste, Swamiji. I'm originally from the UK, but I'm visiting, and my daughter Nikki, who's come, she couldn't have given me a better Mother's Day gift than bringing me here. And I'm very grateful.
I think
And I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. I've been listening to your talks. And I just wanted to say one more thing. My sister went through a very hard time last year, and she told me that it was your lectures that helped her through the whole process. I have a two-part question that I wanted to ask you. I've been waiting for a long time to ask you this. On a theory, and I want your guidance about this. On a theoretical level, I get it, but on a practical level, I find it very hard to understand why there is so much inequity in terms of what it is for people's lives, because I'm a teacher and I find some students from a very young age are disadvantaged in many respects and some aren't. So that bothers me a lot, and when I see that, how do I on a practical level deal with that? Of course I can't help everybody, but it causes a lot of anguish to me.
Yes, the answer is, this is the first part of the question. Answer is seva. This question, when it is asked to me, this is a question, old question in religion called the question of the problem of evil. If God exists, if all the spirituality is true, why is there so much evil and suffering in this world? There's no doubt about it. You can't deny that there is evil and suffering in this world. Why does it exist? So this question. And the answer to that, I always say, there are many theories. I can give you 23 or 24 literally answers to that, but they will not satisfy you. The real answer to that, I always say, is on my table. It's there, the annual report of the Ramakrishna Math and Mission, which tells you how many schools are there, hospitals are there, relief activities, clinics, and rural youth empowerment centers, and so on and so forth. A wide range of service. Not just our order. I'm saying that's the answer. That service as a philosophy of life. The attitude, what can I do for you? Not only what can I get from you? Reverse that, what can I do for you? I remember as novice monks, this was 30 years ago, in our ashram in Deoghar. I was a newcomer. The then vice president, who later became the president of the order, Swami Gahananandaji, he visited the ashram, and we were not little exactly, we were young brahmacharis. We had just become monks, maybe just 3 or 4 months, 1 month, in my case 1 or 2 months. And he gathered us together, the newcomers, one night, and he asked us, why have you become monks? What do you want? What is the purpose? And so we all gave different answers. Some said, I want to realize God. Some said, I want peace. Some said, I want to lead a noble and pure life. I want, so all like this. And he said, all of you want something. Nobody has come to give anything. You all want, you want to take something, you don't want to give anything, you want to get something. Everybody saying, I want to get this or that. You haven't come to give anything. He didn't explain. And at that time I did not like the answer. Because I thought, we are newcomers, what can we give? We have to learn and study and meditate, and yes, over time maybe we will reach some capacity of giving. But over the years in my life, I have understood he gave us the right answer. He gave us a very deep answer. This attitude from the very beginning, throughout our lives, I don't want, I want to give. Whatever I can, I want to give. Just the whole personality is oriented that way. And that way he was saying, what all you want peace, you want God realization, enlightenment, you want a pure, a high, noble life, always have this unrelenting attitude, philosophy of life, that I am here to give. You will get all of it and much more. This is what I've understood. So the first response is, what can I do for you? Can you solve it? You can't. You can't. As Vivekananda says, that we come into this world, you serve, we are benefited more than the beneficiaries of our service. Let the receiver stand up and receive. Let the giver kneel down and offer. It's a privilege that we are, for a short time at least, in some way we are enabled to serve, be of use to somebody else. It is this same divinity, it is Brahman itself appearing in front of us as this universe. Vivekananda says, my God the poor, my God the sick, my God he says, my God the wicked. What does it mean? If Vedanta is true, then all these forms, the divinity must be right there. It can't be two different things. A pure God, spirituality separate, and an impure, horrible universe separate. So our response to it should be service, and that service will purify us and lead us to spiritual realization. It will help the world, but the world is ultimately helped by God, not by us. And do whatever you can. The service may take many forms. It can be physical service, it can be material service, financial help, it can be social activism, it can be, you work for the environment, for dispossessed groups, for peace, whichever form, whatever pulls you, wherever God has fitted you in there. You're in education, that's a great place to work. What was the second question?
The second question is, when I was young, I used to have quite a lot of temper and very impatient person. And because of that, I have hurt people's feelings. And now that I'm old, it bothers me every single day. I remember every instance of when I have been unkind. And I want to know how can I make peace with that?
It's all right. Two things. Be careful about not hurting other people's feelings now. Let's be careful now. Since we are aware, we are mature, we are... remember, why you have to be careful is, these tendencies are tendencies. They are patterns. So even when I'm aware of it, I have a tendency to repeat it still, even when I know my problems. But it's a great thing to know my problem. Then I can be careful. It'll still take some effort. That's one. Second, mentally, for those I have hurt and created problems for, I genuinely seek their forgiveness and I pray for their welfare. And pray for the forgiveness from God. Actually do it. When you feel bad, go straight to God in the form you worship. There is a power behind all this. And I lay my faults at your feet, my Lord, and may you bless me, give me peace, give peace to those who have been hurt by my actions. Bless me that I do not repeat these things in the future. It'll work. Thank you.
Thank you very much.